Dear students, as coronavirus has broken out throughout the world, we have to stay indoors. But we have to continue our teaching learning process with the help of technology. It is a virtual classroom. Please attend it regularly and we will continue our studies. Please keep your textbook, your English textbook Mindscapes in front of you. Today we are going to discuss the prose piece 3 Questions by Leo Tolstoy. 3 Questions by Leo Tolstoy. We have to know something about Tolstoy. Tolstoy is a Russian writer and he is world famous for his novels and short stories. He wrote some immortal novels like Resurrection, Anna Karenina and War and Peace. He also wrote some famous short stories. Tolstoy also wrote some famous stories like parables. Now, what is a parable? A parable is a short story with a moral, generally told by great preachers, pracharak, like Ramakrishna or Jesus Christ. The Ramakrishna Kathamrita is full of parables. Now, Tolstoy also wrote some parable-like short stories. And Tolstoy also has an Indian connection. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi or Mahatma Gandhi was inspired by the philosophy of Tolstoy. So this is a brief introduction of Tolstoy. Now we are going to start the story 3 Questions. Why I call it a parable will be discussed later. Now look at your books. It once occurred to a certain Tsar that if he always knew, first of all we have to understand what is meant by the word Tsar. Tsar is a Russian word. It means Emperor of Russia. Rus desher Samrat. It once occurred. Occurred here means came to his mind. What came to the mind of the Tsar? That if he always knew the right time to begin everything, if he knew who were the right people to listen to and whom to avoid, and above all, if he always knew what was the most important thing to do, he would never fail in anything he might undertake. 3 questions came to his mind. What was the first question? The first question was what the right time is to do a thing. The right time. What was the second question? Who the most important people were. Because all people are not important. We need to interact only with important people. If we interact with unimportant people, it will be a mere wastage of time. So the Tsar wanted to know who the most important people were. This was the second question. And what was the third question? The third question was, what was the most important thing to do in life? We can do many things in life, but what was the most important thing to do? Now, why did the Tsar want answers to his 3 questions? The answer is, the Tsar wanted the answers to his 3 questions because he wanted to succeed in life. He wanted to be successful in life. If he wanted to do something, he would be successful if he knew what the right time was, who the most important people were, and what the most important thing to do was. And this thought having occurred to him, he had it proclaimed throughout his kingdom. Proclaim. To proclaim means to announce officially. সরকারি ভাবে ঘোষণা করা. What was proclaimed officially? That he would give a great reward to anyone who would teach him what was the right time for every action and who were the most necessary people and how he might know what was the most important thing to do. That means the Tsar announced officially that if anyone gave right answers to his 3 questions, he would receive a handsome reward. He would give a very great reward to the man who would give him the right answers to his 3 questions. And learned men came to the Tsar, but they all answered his questions differently. Learned men. What is meant by the term learned men? Learned men means scholars, wise people who know everything. Pandit Vyakti. So the scholars came to the Tsar, but they all answered his questions differently. The learned men, the scholars, came to the Tsar, but they gave different answers to his different questions. In reply to the first question, some said that to know the right time for every action, one must draw up in advance a table of days, months and years, and must live strictly according to it. Only thus said they could everything be done at its proper time. So this was the answer given by some learned men. What did they say? They said that the Tsar must draw up. Here the verb, group verb, draw up, means to prepare. What should they prepare? What should the Tsar prepare? The Tsar should prepare a timetable. A timetable. The timetable will be divided into days, months, years. And the Tsar should write down what he should do on each day, in each month, or in every or in 1 year. And once this timetable is prepared, the Tsar must live strictly according to it. That means he must follow the timetable properly. Thus means in this way, the Tsar could do everything at its proper time. This was one answer to the first question, what the right time was. Others declared that it was impossible to decide beforehand the right time for every action. Another set of learned men, another set of scholars said that the timetable could not be prepared because one cannot decide beforehand what should be done. But that not letting oneself be absorbed in idle pastimes, one should always attend to all that was going on and then do what was the most important thing to do. So this was the answer given by some other learned men. They said that the Tsar should not be absorbed in idle pastime. Pastime means an action for enjoyment, something that gives us entertainment, that is called pastime. For example, any hobby. But some pastimes are idle pastimes. For example, just playing cards or chatting endlessly among ourselves. This is also a kind of pastime, but this is idle pastime. So the Tsar should not be absorbed in it. He should not be engrossed in these types of enjoyments. But what should he do? He should attend to. That means he should take part all the activities that were going on around him, and then he should decide what the most important thing to do was. In this way, according to some learned men, the Tsar should find out the proper time. Others again said that however attentive the Tsar might be to what was going on, it was impossible for one man to decide correctly the right time for every action. Some other wise men said that one man cannot decide the right time for every action. Experts are needed for that. That he should have a council of wise men. Council here means a group. He should appoint a group of wise men who would help him to fix the proper time for everything. Fix means to find out. So these learned men said that to find out the right time, the Tsar should set up a group of wise men. They are experts. These experts would advise the Tsar what to do at the proper time. But then again, others said that there were some things which could not wait to be laid before a council. There are some things which needs immediate action. These are called emergencies. Suppose a person has attacked the Tsar. Should the Tsar then consult his group of wise men to find out what should be done? He would not get the time, because this is a kind of emergency. So what would happen in case of emergencies, about which one had at once to decide whether to undertake them or not? There are some emergencies which calls for, which needs, which requires immediate attention, immediate action. These things cannot be placed before a council. But in order to decide that, one must know beforehand what was going to happen. Man must know the future. He should be able to see the future. Only then he can decide what to do. But man cannot see future. So what is the solution? It is only magicians who know that. And therefore, in order to know the right time for every action, one must consult magicians. So this was the fourth answer to the first question. What was the question? What is the right time? And 4 groups of learned men gave 4 different answers to this question. What was the first answer given by the learned men? One set of learned men said that the Tsar should set up a timetable and follow it accordingly. Another set of wise men said that the Tsar should not waste his time in idle entertainment, rather he should take part in all that was going on around him and do the most needful thing. Another set of learned men said that it was not possible for a man to decide every action or the time for every action. So the Tsar should set up a council or group of wise men who would advise the Tsar to do the right thing at the right time. But others said that there are some emergencies which cannot be laid before a council. These need immediate action, and in that case the Tsar should consult the magicians, because only the magicians can see the future, and if the Tsar can see the future, he can easily determine his course of action. So you find that there were 4 different answers to the first question. Now to the second question. What was the second question? Who are the most important people? Equally various were the answers to the second question. Various means different. Some said the people the Tsar most needed were his counselors. Some learned men said that the most important people were counselors. Counselor here means those who give us advice. That means the ministers, the generals, they are the counselors. They are the most important men. Others, the priests. Some learned men said that the most important people were the priests. That means who offer prayer to God, Purohit. And others said the doctors. Some said that the doctors were the most important people because they cure us. And others again said that it was religious worship. Some people said that the most important thing was to offer prayer to God. The word religious comes from the word religion, mane dharma. So religious worship, dharmi upasana, that means offering prayer to God, is the most, others, I made a mistake, actually it was the third question. The counselors, the priests, the doctors, while some said the warriors were the most necessary. Some other wise men said that the warriors means the soldiers. The soldiers were the most important people. So you find that there were 4 different answers to the second question also. Who were the most important people? Some said the most important people were the counselors, the ministers, the generals. Some said the priests. Some said that the most important people were the physicians or the doctors. And others said the soldiers were most important because they protected the country. To the third question, if you remember the third question, what was the most important thing to do? As to what was the most important occupation means action. Some replied that the most important thing in the world was science. Some learned men said that the most important thing in this world is to follow science, because science is like a magic wand, এটা একটা জাদুদণ্ড that helps us to reach the zenith of civilization. Others said it was skill in warfare. Some other people said that the most important thing was to develop skill in war, because the king, the Tsar, had to protect the country and he should know the skill of warfare. Juddher dokkhota thaka proyojon. And others said that the most important thing was religious worship. The word religion comes from the word religious comes from the word religion. Religion means a code of conduct, dharma, and religious worship means prayer to God. So they said that offering prayer to God was the most important thing to do. So you find that there were 3 different answers to the third question also. All the answers being different, the Tsar agreed with none of them and gave the reward to none. As the Tsar received different answers to his 3 questions, he was confused. He could not find out the right answer. So he did not reward anyone. The promised reward was not given to anyone, but still wishing to find the right answers to his questions, he decided to consult a hermit widely renowned for his wisdom. Ultimately, the Tsar decided that he would consult a hermit. What is meant by the term hermit? The word hermit means ascetic, A-S-C-E-T-I-C, or sannyasi, S-A-N-N-Y-A-S-I. It is a Bengali or Hindi word which has entered into English vocabulary. So the Tsar decided to consult an ascetic or a sannyasi widely renowned for his wisdom. Renowned means famous. Wisdom is not knowledge. Wisdom means application of knowledge for the welfare of human beings. The Bengali is not Gyan but Prajna. So this hermit was very much famous for his wisdom. He was a wise man and the Tsar wanted to consult him. The hermit lived in a wood which he never quitted. Wood means a small forest. The hermit lived in a small forest which he never quitted. What is meant by the word quit? To quit means to leave. The hermit never left the forest. He always lived in the forest. And he received none but the common folk. The hermit never met the elite. What is meant by the term elite? The word elite means the rich and the powerful. The hermit did not receive the rich and the powerful people. He received only the common people. Folk means people. So the Tsar put on simple clothes and before reaching the hermit's cell, dismounted from his horse and leaving his bodyguard behind, went on alone. So the Tsar decided to consult the hermit in disguise. You know what is meant by disguise? To put on a dress or look so that no one can recognize you. Chhaddavesh. The Tsar decided to consult the hermit in disguise. What did he do? He discarded his kingly robes. Robe means dress. Rajakiyo poshak chhadlen. He put on simple dress. Though he rode on a horse, before reaching the hermit's cell, cell means cottage, he dismounted from his horse. The word dismount means to come off. Neme asha. He came off his horse. He asked his bodyguard to leave and he proceeded towards the hermit's cottage alone on foot. When the Tsar approached, the hermit was digging the ground in front of his hut. This question may be asked, what was the hermit doing when the Tsar approached him? The hermit was digging the ground in front of his hut. Seeing the Tsar, he greeted him and went on digging. The hermit saw the Tsar, but he did not stop his work, but he greeted the Tsar. The hermit was frail and weak. What is meant by the word frail? Frail means very thin, weak. The hermit had a weak constitution, the Shastro Kharap, and each time he stuck his spade into the ground and turned up little earth, he breathed heavily. Actually, the hermit was digging the ground. He was digging up a little earth. Earth means soil, mati. And when the hermit was digging the ground, he was breathing heavily, he was panting. That means he had some respiratory problems. and his constitution was also not very good. He was very thin and feeble. Feeble means weak. The Tsar went up to him and said, I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask you to answer 3 questions. How can I learn to do the right thing at the right time? Who are the people I most need, and to whom should I therefore pay more attention than to the rest? And what affairs are the most important and need my first attention? Actually, couched in a different language, these were the 3 questions that the Tsar wanted answers to. The 3 questions: what is the right time? Who are the most important people, and what is the most important thing to do? So the Tsar asked the hermit these 3 questions and also requested him to give him the answers. What did the hermit do? The hermit listened to the Tsar but answered nothing. He just spat on his hand and recommenced digging. Spat. Spat is the past form of spit. To spit means to throw sputum from the mouth. When the hermit heard the Tsar's questions, he did not give any answer. He just spat on his hand and recommenced digging. To commence means to start. To recommence means to start again. You are tired, said the Tsar. Let me take the spade and work a while for you. The Tsar found that the hermit was suffering from respiratory problems. He had become very exhausted, very tired. So the Tsar offered to do the digging himself. He suggested to the hermit that he should take the spade and do the digging for him. Actually, the Tsar wanted to help the hermit. Thanks, said the hermit, and giving the spade to the Tsar, he sat down on the ground. The hermit accepted the Tsar's proposal. He gave his spade to the Tsar and he sat on the ground. We have read up to this point. In the next class, I will send you some questions through WhatsApp. So go through this video, follow this video, and try to find out what I have asked you, what I have endeavored to teach you. Thank you.